We on?
We on here. And now we on Instagram.
So we're on both of them?
That is correct.
All right, we got a late night session real quick. Going up Wrestleheads. We had some stuff that happened over the weekend that we just needed to get out. It's not going to be a long show. It's going to be brief. But, you know, the two big things we got to talk about is the CM Punk fight with Mike Jackson. And we got to talk about Kenny Omega winning the IWGP title. All our little news and notes in between. Happy birthday to myself. Randy and I are fresh off the Playboy Jazz Festival. And we got to put a few things down, get some comments back for those who are watching or if you watch tomorrow. And, you know, we're just going to lay it in like that, man. This is Wrestleheads. I'm Chuck Jones.
And I'm Randy. Gotta sit here and hear all this fucking bullshit because I was talking shit about Kenny Omega never fucking winning. So bring the fucking comments, Dixon.
So anyway, as we're saying, you know, we want to put some information down. We want to put some stuff down about basically this weekend. It's been a big weekend. And the first thing we're going to talk about is CM Punk. We're going to talk about his fight with Mike Jackson. And basically, what I'm going to do right now is just kind of lay the groundwork and just give you, yes sir, I'm going to give you the facts of what we know, what was said after the fight, and basically both of our perspectives on the situation. So, basically going into the fight, right, you got CM Punk 0-1 versus Mike Jackson, who was also 0-1. They fought all 3 rounds. Mike Jackson won by decision, pretty much dominated the last 2 rounds. CM Punk, the first round was kind of even, but they awarded it to Mike Jackson, and Mike Jackson won the fight, unanimous decision. Now, the backstory on this was the comments made by Corey Graves about CM Punk, where he put out a few different tweets, you know, and basically it goes to something like, you know, you turned your back on wrestling, you turned your back on me, you know, this is sad, and you know, we want to see if you're going to come back to wrestling, something like that. There were so many of them, I'm not going to go through all of them. But from what it looked like is Corey Graves is mad because CM Punk disassociated himself with him and quite a few other folks from WWE. We don't know if that had anything to do with his case or anything like that. And that's something else we need to talk about is he was victorious in court. The WWE doctor, the redhead, I forgot his name, he was trying to sue CM Punk.
Chris Amon.
There you go.
That motherfucker should lose his fucking medical license.
He was trying to sue CM Punk for slander.
$4 million.
Yeah, for slander on his malpractice, saying that he made false accusations against the doctor. But CM Punk, you know, he was victorious in court, and then he had to turn around and fight this UFC fight. And we all know that stuff still had to be on his mind and stuff. And he even admitted it in an interview that I believe, who was at the Spotlight that got that interview with him after court?
Well, not the Spotlight. It was
Wrestling Source?
Wrestling Zone.
Wrestle Zone.
With Nick, what's it, Hausman or? Yeah, I think that's the name. Wrestle Zone.
He got that exclusive.
Got that interview.
Yeah, he got that exclusive with CM Punk. And you know, CM Punk was telling him, you know, I'm going to court and I'm also having to train for this fight. You know, he was victorious in court. And then he asked him, was he all in? I mean, I got to give that dude credit. That dude asked the questions at the right time. And at that time, CM Punk said no. He was done with pro wrestling. So then he goes into this fight yesterday. And, you know, the thing with this fight, and it was kind of funny to me, Mike Jackson and CM Punk, both inexperienced fighters. Obviously, Mike Jackson was like he's more acclimated with the fighting, but they're both 0-1. To me, they were both relatively inexperienced. And I'm going to tell you something else, too, because I sat and watched this fight again before I got out here. That referee wasn't experienced either. There was a lot of mistakes that the referee made also, where, you know, there was times in that fight where he should have stood them back up. There was times in that fight where you should have checked CM Punk out. You know what I'm saying? And you can tell that this whole thing was orchestrated by rookies. And even the commentators in the fight was pretty much speaking to that effect, saying the fight probably shouldn't have lasted the full 3, but the referee didn't know when to stop it. He didn't know when to stand them up, you know, or whatever. And then CM Punk, of course, no experience. Mike Jackson, no experience either. So Corey Graves had some personal comments about CM Punk, feeling like CM Punk turned his back on him and this, that, and brought out, you know, punk rock, you know, we stay together and this and that. Because obviously they're all inked up. They have this culture thing or whatever. And then another thing, too, that I want to talk about real quick that really has nothing to do with wrestling, but Dana White's comments on Mike Jackson after the fight, you know, where he pretty much says, you know, Mike Jackson will never fight in the UFC again, calls him a complete fucking idiot. You get this opportunity to come in and fight CM Punk, and you're doing bolo punches to the body. It never looked like he was trying to finish the fight, ever. He never tried. Now, I'm going to reserve my opinion for this, because Randy is Chicago-made. He's a Chicago guy. You need to say your piece about this first, and I'll tell you what I got to say about it after. We'll get a few people's comments off of there, and we'll go for it. Okay. So that's all I got. Lay it down.
So what you want me to talk about? The fight? Because to me, the fight was inconsequential. Okay. To be honest with you. Okay. I'm talking. What I care about is the aftermath of the shit. You bring fucking Corey Graves, this fucking frosted hair, frosted tip bitch. This motherfucker has the audacity. I understand. See, this is the thing where, you know, I was going back and forth. We people was on the page. We sitting there talking about the shit about what Corey Graves said. If that's your friend, first off, you're not going to do that front of the mouth shit right after he lost. See, that's why I was telling people, the shit sounds suspect. When you do that shit, if you said, I said, what, CM Punk been gone since for almost 4 years? Yeah, it's been 4 years. Because it was a Royal Rumble, so that was in January. So yeah, it's been more than 4 years, technically. But if you got a problem with him, and just like how you say he talked to him and all that shit, you don't bring that shit on Front Street. You don't fucking say that shit. Hey, if you got a problem with your fucking friend, you talk to him on the side. If he don't want to fucking talk to you, I mean, goddamn, nigga, he don't want to talk to you. That's what it is. We fucking grown men. CM Punk told him like a man, said, hey, I'm not fucking with none of you motherfuckers who work at that place. Because, I mean, think about it. He did pretty much totally, I think, totally disconnected himself from motherfuckers. I think he probably still, real shit, I think he still talked to Kofi Kingston. Yeah. Because they was close. Kofi rode on his bus. And you know CM Punk can be prickly. And for him letting that dude ride on his fucking bus, that told me he cared about him. So I can picture them talking, but you don't hear Kofi talking about that shit. You don't hear Kofi say one fucking word about him. Yeah. That's what real friends do. You know, they keep their shit amongst themselves. It's a fucking code of silence. Corey Graves, your bitch ass do not know nothing about that. You a WWE bitch. At the end of the day, you sit here and you talk shit about somebody you called your friend, somebody you said you let him hold your kid before you did, all this shit. You picked the worst fucking time to fucking sit here and air your grievances out. See, my thing is, I don't have a problem per se. What he said is the timing. See, the timing is suspect as fuck. You wait till after he loses. You could have said this shit during the court case. You could have said this shit after the court case. You could have said this shit before the fight. Because you was feeling this way for all these years. However many fucking years it's been. 4 years? Hey, 2 years? It's still years. That's 365 days. Plus, you had another 365 fucking days. If you go back 4 years, hey, you had fucking, what that, 600 and some fucking days? So that's fucking over 1,300 fucking days you've been feeling salty. Shit, really technically more than that. That you've been feeling salty about all this shit. Then, CM Punk loses. He goes the distance. I mean, you can give CM Punk credit. You can say Mike Jackson, or what? That's his name, right?
Mike Jackson.
Mike Jackson, the truth. He kind of follows Wrestleheads, but nonetheless, you can say he should have finished him. You know, he probably could have finished him. You know, maybe he was trying to give CM Punk a chance. I don't know. That's that man's fucking shit. You know, to me, Dana White, I think he goes too far with certain shit, because when the white people in this fucking sport do shit, that motherfucker, he don't care. You know? Because, I mean, shit, let's be honest. He said CM Punk's gone after this shit. Jackson's gone and he won a fight. Shit, how long Chris Lieben fucking had a job? How many times Chris Lieben got his ass whooped? I remember a lot. Yeah. Fucking, what's that, Forrest Griffin? Before he finally won the fucking big one? Yeah. How many times he was getting touched up? It's a lot of the motherfuckers. So he pick and choose who he likes and all that shit. But that's besides the point of that shit.
Josh Koscheck.
Koscheck. Yeah, with the fucking curly hair one. Yeah. That motherfucker used to get painted on too. Nobody fucking says nothing. It's okay. But at the end of the fucking day, it's like this. For Corey Graves to be that dude's friend and sit there and say that fucking negative shit, and then he kept going, and then he kept going. That's some rat honestly, that's some once a month bleeding, low down, dirty bitch shit he did. That's supposed to be your fucking friend. And you did that shit, and you wait till the worst fucking time something fucking happened. You know what? I'm a conspiracy theorist. I'm gonna give you my conspiracy. Corey Graves did that because I think he got a call from fucking Stanford. You know, he got a call from Stanford. Either Stephanie McMahon or Triple H said, hey, dust him up. We know you had problems with him. Hey, don't you feel like it'd be better to relieve your grievances? Because
and then, he put in one of those tweets. He wanted to make sure that people understood that it wasn't from McMahon, it wasn't from Stephanie, it wasn't from Triple H, that it was personal.
Because you know why? They have to take their victories. Because every time they try to go against CM Punk, he whips their ass. That's the thing about it. Think about this shit. I didn't say this shit before, but let's talk about it one more fucking time. CM Punk is the only man who had a grievance with them niggas, got out of his fucking, shit, he quit. Hey, you gotta still pay me for my t-shirts. They were sitting there trying to fucking hustle him out of that shit. If you think about the whole time when CM Punk was on top, they fucking held down his numbers to make John Cena's numbers look better. Even though you can tell, if you go from arena to arena, who had what fucking shirt on, you see more CM Punk shirts out there. You didn't have, numbers didn't have to tell you that. The visuals. They did that shit. Then they had to sit there and get on their hands and knees and say, please, Punk, can we still sell your shit? And CM Punk was gone. How many times you ever seen that? I'll tell you, never. Because you don't never see no shit like that. I'll tell you how big of a fucking draw he was. Yeah, I don't see nobody with them Brock Lesnar or Jimmy Jack shirts on. Because nobody gives a fuck about Brock Lesnar. His height of his whole fucking career, whatever, was that Suplex City shit. And that was some shit he blurted out. It wasn't like he planned that shit. That motherfucker's a moron. You think about it, that dude's a moron. That's why he been having Paul Heyman steer his shit for 15 and 20 years. You know, this is usually the part I said Jimmy Hart been sucking Hulk Hogan's dick for damn near 40 years, but it's the reverse. You got Brock Lesnar been sucking Paul Heyman's dick for damn near 20. Because that motherfucker don't have a single thought in his goddamn head. He know how to do a couple of things. That's fight, supposedly, and fucking supposedly wrestle, which is only fucking a couple of fucking moves, and people cheer, and it's okay. But nonetheless, not get sidetracked with that shit. Corey Graves was doing Triple H and 70 minutes dirty work. I guarantee it. He was doing a dirty work. Everything's about timing. Timing. If you didn't have problems, think about this shit. If you didn't have problems with this dude's shit for years, he said, years, why you decide tonight? Hell, you could have said it the first time he lost. That was what, 2016? Now you wait till the second loss where you know he's going to be gone from the UFC. But they had to do something because why? They lost that battle against fucking CM Punk and Colt Cabana over that fucking shit. Which CM Punk can prove that doctor violated the HIPAA law. He violated the HIPAA law. Then you come to find out that, hey, they knew CM Punk had a concussion. So what you do when somebody got a concussion? Send Kane out there to choke slam him through a fucking table.
That was wrong.
That shows you how much hatred and vitriol they had for that dude. Because you know why? He was successful in spite of them. Kind of like Daniel, how people see Daniel Bryan, but they eventually turned and said, okay, we're going to back Daniel Bryan. Yeah. Because Daniel Bryan ain't going to say shit. He's a mouse. He's going to sit there and take the shit. But CM Punk stood up to him. They cannot stand that. Like Triple H, when you remember him and Triple H was going against each other, Triple H was pouring all his heart. He like, you skinny fat ass. Like, how the fuck you skinny and you fat? Those are two oxymorons. That's an oxymoron. Like, that shit don't mean shit. He said all his vitriol, because he feel like, I'm such a bigger draw than CM Punk. Why are we doing all this shit for CM Punk? Triple H, you ain't never been a bigger draw than CM Punk. Not even on your best day. And I'm even counting your DX shit. Never. You got to realize that, son. It is what it is. Get over yourself. And this shit, and Corey Graves, I've already been tired of him. But I swear, I lost a lot of respect for that dude. Because I'm like, you became a corporate-ass stooge, a corporate-ass puppet. With you doing this shit right now. would you wait at somebody at the lowest to try to kick them when they down? Why? Because your boss has told you we just got our ass kicked in court, and don't get lost in the sauce, son. Them motherfuckers was backing that doctor. The WWE's backing that doctor because if that doctor goes down, they know they'll go down. And see, now with that doctor, a lot of shit's gonna get challenged. Like if you sitting there violating HIPAA laws, how many other people y'all violated that shit on?
Yeah.
How many other people that you knew had concussions, y'all? Hey, go ahead and drop that nigga on his head.
Yeah.
Go give him a power bomb. How many people? You think about it. It's a couple times like I seen them Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns looked in loopy a couple fucking times. Yeah, go ahead, drop another suplex on his head.
Nigga Randy.
No, I'm just saying.
Go drop another suplex.
Yeah, drop on his fucking head again.
Well, you know.
I'm finna wrap this shit up. Then you can say whatever the fuck you want. Corey Graves, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. You say you somebody's fucking friend? With friends like you, who the fuck needs an enemy? You a piece of shit. You a piece of fucking... What's the lowest shit? What I hate? Fucking rats? Mice? Motherfucking, spider shit? They shit? Like, you a fucking cocksucker, man. That was some cocksucking shit. And that's supposed to be your fucking friend. I didn't have disagreement with his friends and I ain't said a fucking word. I can be honest, I did reprehensible shit. I ain't said a fucking word. Not a fucking word. Because if somebody sat there and told you like, dude, I'm changing my life. Because I mean, sit here and think about it. His wife left the company. He didn't want shit to do with that company because how they treated him. He didn't even want his wife to work there no more. She can say whatever, but I know she left because her husband said, hey, I'm out this motherfucker. Yeah. You can't have a marriage or anything if you got one person like, man, fuck them motherfuckers, and you still working, your wife's still working for him.
That's a conflict of interest.
Yes. If he said, man, dude, I'm not fucking with you because you work in there. Because you know why? Because, hey, that shows me if he would have talked to him, Corey Graves would have been a fucking spy. He would have been a fucking mole. He did they bidding because they lost. They lost that court case. I guarantee you, if they would have won that court case, he wouldn't have said shit. I bet you. It's all, people got to realize, it's all about timing. All about timing. You showed your true colors, Corey Graves. You's a henpecked bitch. You, trust and believe, you this year's fucking, what's this, I know the radio shit I listen to in Chicago, bum of the week, you damn sure the fucking bum of the week. Piece of shit. Fuck you, Corey Graves. Or whatever the fuck your real name is. I forgot. And people come there, oh, Corey Graves was a good wrestler. Corey Graves was fucking sucking Neville's dick. He was right off of Neville's ass in the NXT. That's all I gotta say. He was decent, but shit, I ain't be talking like he was this fucking big time motherfucker. Hell, that's why Coach B be bumming that nigga like, hey, I was a tag champ, motherfucker, a real tag champ. He deserves it. He talks a lot of fucking shit. Piece of trash.
Well,
Kyle Mack said you the provider of the week. I'm not defending. When did I defend with CM Punk? I said, he lost. You don't hear me making excuses about that shit. I just do not like when somebody try to kick somebody when they're fucking down. And then all this shit same time. You gotta open your eyes, man. Open your fucking eyes. Look at the timing of this shit. I guarantee you, if the WWE would have won that case, and I say the WWE because they was bankrolling that shit, if they would have won that case, Corey Graves wouldn't have said a fucking word. I guarantee you. He wouldn't have said one fucking word. Now, later on, you can't say for Steph, because Steph would have said some snide ass. What she gonna probably do is, this bitch is predictable as fuck. So they gonna say something about Money in the Bank in Chicago. Because they still salty about CM Punk getting the upper hand on them. They salty about that shit. They do not like to lose, because they've been, you know what they have? They've been used to so long crushing people, getting them in lawsuits, making them fucking stretching out the lawsuit. Because, you know, this is what rich people do. They stretch out the lawsuit, and they know if you only have so much money, like, oh yeah, we're going to fucking stretch this shit out. Make them where they spend all their money, and they can't keep this shit, and they got to drop the case.
Yeah.
Take it here from me.
Well, I'm going to just tell you how I felt about it. You know, I think people have to really keep in perspective that CM Punk and Mike Jackson both are inexperienced fighters. They don't have no experience really, you know. So like, I'm gonna just lay down 3 things that I saw in the CM Punk fight where had he had more experience, he would have finished this fight. In round 1, when CM Punk got on top of Mike Jackson and he had the advantage and he was on top of him, an experienced fighter, when Mike Jackson wasn't protecting his face, would have came in with fists and hammer shots on his head, and he would have finished the fight. But CM Punk is 39 years old. He doesn't have no experience, so he wasn't able to do that. And then you look at round 2. There was a spot in there where CM Punk jumped on him, got the guillotine choke, and Mike Jackson actually fell forward and took him down, and CM Punk still had his legs wrapped, and he still had his arm around him. An experienced fighter would have went ahead and cinched him up, guillotine choke, and his good night nurse. But he doesn't have enough experience to execute that move. And then there was another moment in round 2 with the same thing, where Punk was fighting him off his back. He clearly had his legs up and hooked around his neck, had the triangle choke. An experienced fighter would have finished the fight then. But CM Punk does not have any experience. He's up in age trying to do this. We talked about this so much. But I also want people to understand, while they're saying that Mike Jackson was playing with him and Mike Jackson was, you know...
Shit, Dana White basically said that.
Right, but Dana White is wrong. Because Mike Jackson he was 0-1 also. He has no experience either. Therefore, you don't know if he even knows how to finish somebody. You don't know if he knows how to do it. Him and CM Punk is virtually at the same level of fighting. So how are you going to treat this man like he's a more experienced fighter with a professional record of 0-1? That's unfair. And the best way I can give that to you, you remember when Anderson Silva went over there and fought Damian Maia in Saudi Arabia? And he was just playing with him because he was so far ahead of him.
But see,
and
Silva did that his whole career.
Right, but what I'm saying
until he got by who was that knocked his ass out? Fucking what's the damn? I can't think of his fucking name.
It wasn't Chael Sonnen.
No, nah, fuck no. He kept playing. Y'all know this shit.
I forgot his
name. Who the one knocked out Anderson Silva?
But what I'm saying is,
when Silva kept doing all this shit and leaning back, and that motherfucker clocked him and Silva just.
But what I'm saying is, when he did that against Damian Maia in the desert, that was probably the worst illustration of it, or somebody just letting them do it, and Dana White didn't say a damn thing.
No, because he figured Silva put asses in seats.
Right, but see, this guy's a rookie too, Randy. This guy has no experience. He probably didn't know how to finish.
Weidman. Yeah, we got one.
Chris Weidman. There you go.
Weidman.
Yeah. So it's like, this guy didn't have no experience either. And like, I just didn't think it was right for Dana White just to jump on him like that, because let's be honest.
Thank you, Girder Majar. I'm sorry if I fucked up the pronunciation. But thanks.
Let's be honest about the situation. They were at they were in Chicago, and everybody was chanting CM Punk, and all those people chanting CM Punk were not MMA fans. They weren't. They were wrestling fans, because MMA fans never wanted them to be there. And then you have to ask yourself this question: when has ever 2 fighters that are 0-1 get on a card, a main card at that? It's because of CM Punk's wrestling reputation. We know what it is. And honestly, he joined it too late in the game. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, Charles.
It's a tough deal.
Let's be honest. Nobody cares about that shit.
No, you don't care about that shit.
No,
people care about that shit.
Nobody cares because it's over.
He joined it. He was too old. He tried to get it done. And like, I just think it's wrong for Dana White to fucking try to splatter this kid and tell him his career is over first. He didn't do anything wrong. He shook his hand every round, and when the fight was over, he hugged him and shit. He wasn't a dirtbag. I bet you he just didn't know how to finish him.
Okay.
And it wasn't right.
See, I think that crux of your conversation, what you should focus on is Dana White and Jackson.
No, but I'm just saying.
That part, you can't really put CM Punk in that part, because Dana White problems with Jackson, with him supposedly not finishing.
I get that, but I'm just telling you, I found 3 possible situations where CM Punk could have finished this fight, because he had the upper hand 3 times. and he couldn't get it done.
Okay, well,
due to a lack of experience.
Hey,
and it's the same thing with this guy. But CM Punk, what I'm saying is, CM Punk gets the pass. He got the heart, the determination, and all that. When in reality, he didn't have the experience to put this guy away either. Now this guy, same thing. He didn't have the experience to put Punk away. He's a dirtbag. He'll never fight in UFC again. That's ridiculous.
See, that's why I said your shit is geared toward Dana White.
I know,
that's
but
what I'm saying. That's your issue.
That's what I'm saying.
I can't blame. I'm not sitting there blaming Jackson or Punk because at the end of the day, they got their ass in there. And see, this is the thing.
And they shook hands, like I said.
And this is the thing about it.
They shook hands. They had sportsmanship.
It's like people talk shit about CM Punk, but I guarantee you, Triple H, Stephanie, they wouldn't have the balls to get in there and do what he did. They wouldn't have the ball to get in the MMA cage and fight somebody.
I don't think
it's nice. It's nice to sit there and talk shit from your ivory tower and sit there and say, "Oh yeah, you lost. We got Brock Lesnar." Let's be honest. Brock Lesnar was handed a lot of gimmies in that fucking shit.
But see, the thing is though, Randy.
What?
They knew that was not their shit. See, you talking about Triple H? Triple H knew MMA was not his game. CM Punk didn't know MMA wasn't his game.
Well, he wanted
MMA is not his game.
Well,
it's professional wrestling.
That's not the point.
But that is the point.
No, you're missing the point. It was something that he wanted to do. If you're a fucking person, at the end of the day, just like this, let's realize into this shit right now. Just like we both worked at that hospital, right?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, like with your ass, you got tired of shit and you did something that you wanted to do. Now, the only difference is you succeeded at that shit and CM Punk didn't. But the thing about it is the hardest shit is to sit there and leave somewhere where you have security, where you know you have a job, you know how to do that job, and go out there and try something brand new, the unknown. Motherfuckers don't have the balls to get out there and do the unknown.
Or they have brains.
No. Because
that was not a smart decision going to MMA at that age.
Okay, the point.
It's not a smart decision, man.
The point is, he wanted to do that shit. I'm not gonna knock somebody if that was his dream and he wanted to do that shit.
That wasn't his dream.
How you know that?
Because he would have done it way sooner in his life.
Nigga, you do not know. Motherfuckers got
His dream was to be the most successful professional wrestler in the world, and he accomplished that.
Okay, he did that.
He accomplished that.
People don't have multiple dreams.
His dream wasn't to be no damn MMA fighter. He would have done that shit in his 20s if he wanted to do that. It was another option for professional wrestling.
He could have went to another company. He could have did all that shit. That was something he wanted to do. I'm not going to knock somebody for doing something. Now, he was not successful at it.
He couldn't go to another pro wrestling company because he didn't finish his contract with WWE.
He got out of it.
If he would have went and tried to wrestle for somebody else,
they fired him.
Right, but that was after the fact of knowing that. What I'm saying is, if he would have left and tried to go to Ring of Honor or New Japan, WWE would have took him to court on that.
Okay, Charles, but you got to remember, he got married, him and, 14? He got married a little bit after he left the company, I think.
It was like in the summer.
Yeah. That's when they fucking fired him. Officially. So he was free. When you fire somebody, you can't sit there and dictate. And see, I don't know why they got these complete the clauses?
The no compete clauses.
Yeah. I'm like, how the fuck you gonna tell me if you fire me? Now that's one thing I understand if they want to keep that, if people quit, say like Punk, how he quit. You got that 3-month shit? Okay, I get that shit. But if you fire me, how they let these people go and say, oh no, you can't quit. Fuck you. How the fuck you gonna tell me?
Yeah, unless
they pay these people, and I don't picture them doing that.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm like, how the fuck? That's like a normal person in normal life. Hey, your job fired. No, but hey, you can't get a job at another place for fucking 90 days. So you fucking sit there, don't make no money for 90 days. You sit back and not do shit.
Yeah, that's not right.
Like, how the fuck you even ask it? I don't even know why they got these clauses. This is why when Jesse Ventura back in the day tried to make a goddamn union and Hogan dirtbag guy, which you got that motherfucker saying, he bragging about they're close to getting a deal. It's for you, all of you fans that don't know. When Jesse McMahon, that's my old man Vince's grandfather. Jesse Ventura tried to make a union, and then you got Hogan being a dirtbag snitching him out. This is why you need that shit. For situations like this, so wrestlers don't get fucked over. You think about it, they ain't got no retirement, they ain't got all this shit, they making all this fucking money. And you think about it, they putting all this money in these motherfuckers' pockets, or Vince McMahon's pocket, and they got nothing for show for it. But, getting back to what the fuck we were sitting there talking about, I cannot go against a man if that's one of his dreams, that's his dream. Now, yes, it was late in life. Yes, she probably shouldn't have did it. But I'm not going to knock him for going after something you want to do. That's that man's life. Now, he was just unsuccessful. But I can't knock him. I can give him credit like, damn, he went after something
so now
that he wanted to.
So now here's a question now. As you say that, CM Punk, right? Do you think there's an opportunity now that maybe he might consider wrestling again?
If he do, it won't be for the WWE.
Well, no, I think the bridge is burned with the WWE.
Yeah, because I mean, you see him, they petty as fuck.
But I'm talking about even
you
if
think about it, you fire him on his wedding day, so you find out what day he's getting married, and just for kicks, even Vince McMahon had to fucking bitch down and said, yeah, I don't think, because they couldn't say they don't know because it was wrestlers at the fucking shit. So if they have to work that day, what you think they're gonna put? Why are they taking the day off? Going to my friend's wedding. Yeah. Which they didn't have to put 2 and 2 together. They got moles every fucking where. So you knew he was getting fucking married.
I'm talking about at least to get him to Wrestle Kingdom next year would be good. I mean, look, that's January.
What else he got to do? Like, the only thing I want to see, if he do come back, I want to see him help like an Impact wrestler. Because you even see Jericho is doing that. Impact is slowly, and I kept trying to tell you, they slowly.
I'm still not buying the Impact thing, but Jericho's putting them on the boat. I got it.
Yeah, and I'm saying, to me now, you look at Jericho. I think Jericho's like fucking. I'm finna pad stats now. It's like he's at the pad stats. Like I don't want nobody to say I didn't do shit. Like now he got that fucking New Japan, that Intercontinental.
Yeah, the IWGP Intercontinental title. But see, Jericho's held junior belts in New Japan before. When he was full time over there, many.
Okay, but that looks better. You know, with him saying he a 10-time Intercontinental Champion now. Yeah. Now adding that to his fucking belt list of fucking many fucking belts he got. I mean, shit.
And with that being said, you know,
we might as well segue into that.
You're gonna have to segue into it, fella. Kenny Omega, he finally did it.
No, we can talk about Jericho. Didn't we?
Matt, nah. The heavyweight champion comes next.
Because what
match
I'm saying,
number 4.
What I'm saying is, that shit's gonna go long. That's why I said I think we should get the Jericho shit out.
Jericho shit is pretty much out the way.
That's what I'm saying.
He won the Intercontinental title.
He beat Naito.
He's allowing Impact to come onto the Jericho Cruise.
Not only that, he's sitting there, and Jericho. What I like about Jericho, and I give him credit for this shit. I didn't like the whole Kevin Owens thing. I did not. That rubbed me the wrong way. Them putting him for 6-7 months with Kevin Owens, to me that brought his shit down. But what he's doing right now, coming back, he's putting people over. I mean. That's why I said I don't even trip about him beating Naito, because most likely he's probably going to flip it back to him. It's just a stat pattern now. And I'm like, hey, because to me, if he's cool with Don Callis over there, wouldn't you think right now you could set you up a fucking pay-per-view, a real pay-per-view, Jericho versus Austin Aries, and you let Jericho take that Impact title? Because then you realize the value of that title goes up with Chris Jericho name on that shit.
Yeah, but do you want Jericho wrestling in Impact?
I want them to help. See, I'm looking at the whole overall shit for wrestling. We need Impact, because you get Impact up, it puts the WWE on notice. See, when the WWE feel like they ain't got no competition, they get last days ago. You get this shit right now where you got Brock Lesnar holding this shit for 434 days or 35 days as of fucking today. You see how all this shit just fucking coincide together? All this shit trickling together?
Yeah.
So you have him do that. Like, we supposed to forget that, hey, CM Punk had 29 title defenses in 434 days, and Brock Lesnar had 6.
Has it been 6?
6. 6 times in 434 days and over a year that he defended that Universal title. But trust me, they're gonna talk about that shit. They're gonna shove that shit right down your fucking throats about that shit. Because they worked so hard. It was just like how they had bum ass Nikki Bella take AJ's record.
Yeah.
Even though we know AJ was far superior, better than her, and many more matches than her. But hey, yeah, Nikki Bella take it. How'd that work out for you? Trash. Now we can get to this fucking Omega shit. So all the fucking Kenny did it! Kenny did it! He finally did it!
Congrats.
Congratulations.
Omega.
Congratulations. I said, I'll get it out the way. Congratulations to Omega. It took you long to fuck enough.
Match number 4 against Okada. He finally overcame. He overcame the challenge. He made it. He is the IWGP Heavyweight Champion. He is the main wrestler in New Japan. And if that's what he was aspiring to be, congratulations to him. He deserves it. The only thing that worries me about it is I wonder if they're going to give Omega a good reign. For everything that he's done for New Japan, he should be able to carry the belt into Wrestle Kingdom in January. He should hold it the rest of the year at least. My personal opinion. You know, I think Kenny Omega should. Now, I'm definitely on record saying I didn't think he was going to get it. Because it's kind of odd the way they booked it for Okada to win the first 3 and then Omega still overcome and win 4. That's a real battle of attrition. And just like any other champion, when it comes to this situation, you now have to go against, you now have to face the letdown of it, which is you want your championship reign to mean something. You don't want it to be like just about the chase. Because his chase was epic all these years trying to get to it. But now that he's got it,
who's the new co-host?
We want to see it to go to the next level. You know what I'm saying? So, congratulations to Omega, man. You deserve it. You know, I didn't think the day was ever going to come, but it came, man, and he deserves every bit of it, man.
Yeah. Sorry about the comments. When you got a lot of content, it's hard to fucking read every fucking thing. I'm going to try to get to this shit. With the Omega shit, you know, it's like this. I said to me he wasn't going to win it. But all this shit says to me is nothing. It says nothing. It's like, oh yeah, we're going to give him a bone. When Kenny Omega was white hot, you didn't put the belt on him. Okada, they trying to make Okada the greatest. I'm like, is it just me or this is Okada's 4th fucking reign as IWGP Heavyweight Champion?
I think so.
4. Okada won. You waited how long? What was that match? This has been going on, what, 2 years?
This series? Yeah, it's been going 2 years.
2 years. So you wait, right? 4th match, which is pretty fucking unheard of. The 4th fucking match to put the belt on him. I mean, everybody's saying, oh, this is the greatest match. They said that after the 3rd one. They said that after the 2nd one. They said that after the 1st one.
I still like the original one, the first one.
I ain't seen this one.
I haven't seen this one.
I've seen clips and shit like that. I have to see how the match was. All I can talk about is the impact of Omega becoming champion.
The outcome.
No, the impact. Like, what impact? Because to me, it's too late. Like, when you should have did that shit, you let Okada win that one, Omega should have won the next one. Then, you let Okada win the next one, Omega could have won, he could have been a 2-time champ. But they was on this fucking binge like, oh yeah, I don't hear nobody complain about Okada having over 700 some fucking, 720 as champion? Don't you think that's a little stale? I mean, you gotta think about it. The same motherfuckers y'all sit there and talk about Brock Lesnar.
Okada puts on good matches with good opponents though, man.
Don't matter.
That makes him a dominant champion, especially
if
if he's working longer than Brock.
Charles, this is this dude's 4th reign. His 4th fucking reign.
He's one of the best champions in IWGP history.
Nobody's doubting him.
He's one of the greatest champions they've ever had.
See, people, when they try to cross-contaminate your arguments, it got nothing to do with skill. I'm not saying Okada's trash. None of that.
No, but
what I'm saying at the end of the day, that's too long.
But that's what makes him that big of a champion, though, man.
Charles, the reigns make you bigger of a champion. That was his 4th fucking reign.
Right.
So you telling me he couldn't?
And that long reign, that's history.
No, it's bad history because you telling me
he's the longest reigning champion in IWGP history. How's that bad history for him? It wasn't bad for San Martino when he held WWE.
That shit was stupid
too. It makes you a dominant champion.
That shit is stupid. Because you're
asking for is a champion to be dominant with great title defenses.
Charles.
The reason why there's an issue with Brock Lesnar is because he doesn't have quality defenses.
No, the issue with Brock Lesnar is
Okada has quality defenses.
He still has the title. How you tell me something, fella? How are you growing the business when one motherfucker got a stranglehold on it? You cannot talk shit about Brock Lesnar and do not and say it's okay for Okada.
Okada's a way better champion, fella.
People is
you're looking at days, and you're not looking at the quality of the days.
People is not going over. Naito should have beat him. Omega should have beat him. It's a lot of people should have beat him. It's like, you telling me this shit, the dude didn't have the belt 4 times. How much more fucking dominant you need to be? People know he's the fucking man. People know New Japan is shit. You holding the title up for over 2 years?
What I'm saying is now that Kenny Omega has done it, that he's dethroned him, that puts that belt in a totally different atmosphere for Omega. He ended Okada's reign.
No, I don't. Because at the end of the day, it took him 4 matches to do it.
It took him 4 matches to do it.
That salties everything you just said.
No,
yeah,
it doesn't.
Because you know what? Now, the first ring, Okada's supposed to win that. Where it keeps going. That would have been what? By the time they finally, he was already over the 300 fucking mark. He probably was over a year mark. The next match, and that shit got stretched out a little bit more, that's when he should have beat him. Because the thing about it is, you cannot talk about Brock Lesnar stifling the business if you've okay with Okada doing it.
But Okada hasn't stifled the business.
He has stifled the business. Who's went over?
Okada defends that belt.
Who's went over? Who went over?
People going over does not stifle the business, Randy.
That do stifle the business.
No, it doesn't. Because stifle the business is a title not even being seen.
Hey.
That title's always seen in New Japan for Okada.
And you got to remember this, fella. If you want to talk about this shit with Lesnar, let's relate it. Do New Japan work as much as the WWE?
They don't, but Okada's had that
it's
belt.
It's almost the same fucking shit.
But you have to understand, Okada will take that belt to other promotions. He takes that belt, he doesn't defend it.
He don't really do other promotions much.
Yeah, but he does. And
what does he do?
And he takes New Japan with him. He's done some shit for ROH.
Name the last time.
Shit, I can't name it off the top of my head.
Because they don't let him, trust and believe, him, they're sending everybody else's ass over there. That dude, no.
That's they dude though, man.
That's what I'm saying. So you add that shit into the equation.
But see, you're trying to compare his reign to Brock Lesnar's, and that's not fair to him.
What I'm saying, at the end of the day, for wrestling business, nobody should be a champion over 2 fucking years, man.
If they're that good and they're worth it, I don't see the problem.
Because you're not
putting
other people over. See, that's why you think about this shit. With this fucking Omega getting it, that shit's bittersweet. 4 times.
I think it's bittersweet because they wrestled each other so much. They shouldn't have probably wrestled again after the first match. And this should have been Omega coming back. This should have been Omega coming back for the second try to win it. Then that would have made more sense.
Think about it. It's just like what you said. When I seen your comment, you like, oh shit, Okada must want a break.
That's what I thought.
See, and that's what I'm saying. Because you're not looking at it like, damn, Omega beat him, bam. Not only it was a good match, Omega beat him, he deserved it, and it's the right time. It's like, man, Okada probably got fucking tired of walking around with that shit.
Man, well, you talking about...
I'm tired of taking that shit through airport and all that shit.
You talking about a 700-something day reign. I mean, the guy probably is tired, but what I'm saying is, I'm not taking that away from his title reign.
Hell, they could have did it. What's the proper way is if you have a series of 3, and even if you had that tie in the middle, or was it the end?
I think the draw was the 3rd match, right?
No, the draw was the middle match because
the second match.
Because Omega won the 3rd match and it was shorter, and then Omega won this match. Yeah, that's what it was. Omega won the 3rd match, the shorter match, and then he won this one. But what I'm saying, at the end of the day, it's like this.
So the match he won wasn't for the title?
Nope. The match, Omega is 2-1-1 against Okada. They had a draw. Okada won the first one. They had a draw. Omega won the 30-some minute one, and then he won this one, which was like 65 and some change.
Well, if you put it like that, then it doesn't sound too bad for Omega.
It do, because why would the fuck you have them fight against each other? The first 2 been title matches. Oh no, we'll just have a...
Yeah, I don't know.
That makes no logical sense. And you gonna let him go over. Then you fucking say, hey, get the fuck out the way. Let's bring everybody else around. Even though he has a win against the champ. Let's go a roundabout way. Let's him. Naito, Tanahashi, fucking whoever the fuck else, Cody Rhodes, everybody. Oh yeah, now we back. And then you put him with fucking Ibushi, they become the Golden Horse again. And You do all this shit, then come back around now. It makes no proper wrestling sense how they did that shit.
But I mean, hey, he's the man now. And his title reign depends on it. I mean,
we gonna see how long he have it. If it's a short reign, then it's everything I'm fucking saying. Then it was almost a waste of time.
I think he should carry it in the Wrestle Kingdom. I think he should. And if he's gonna pass it to Cody at that time, I don't think anybody have a problem.
I don't even think he might make it that long.
Yeah, but we gotta see.
Because to me, I think they saying this because people forget. They look at Kenny Omega's wrestling glory, and he didn't have problems when he was at other places. And I think that with New Japan, I think that was in the back of their minds too, with that shit.
Well, he done shown dedication over the years.
Hey, but nigga, if you get fucking labeled as a flake and shit, people take heed to that shit.
Well, it looks like they got some confidence in him now because they finally gave him the big one, man.
Yeah, but to me, I'm sorry, that shit, it got sullied, you know? I'm like, the perfect time would have been that third one. You know, you had the champ won the first one, you had a draw, then you go to 3, bam. Now this match should have been Okada trying to get the belt back from Omega. What? Oh, Rich Swann. Yeah.
Rich Swann. Yeah, Rich Swann and that hair. I'm sorry, it just. I don't even know what to say about that Rich Swann and that damn hair looking like Coolio.
Let's see.
That's terrible, man.
That's the official comment word. A. Mark Scott when you need him. Oh, don't worry, he'll come around. Randy Triple H water at the new co-host's face. People was on it, bunch of ass shaking your face.
Hey,
got a brand new co-host over here.
Hey, I had a job interview. Shit happens. You gotta go clean. You gotta go in clean faced.
Oh shit. Omega was over without a title. Nobody said he wasn't over. I'm just saying they fucking way of fucking giving him the title. It makes no sense. It made no fucking sense. Let's see. So what about Kyle Mack? What about Punk's title? It was 434 days. It wasn't no fucking 720 some days. To me, that San Martino shit was stupid. How you have
the reign is not bad if you done defended in quality matches. That's what makes you a dominant champion.
Charles.
That's what makes you a legendary champion.
So you tell me that makes
Okada's had quality opponents, man.
As unoften as he works.
I'm pretty sure he defended that belt like every other month.
You know they don't work like that over there.
They do.
They don't work like.
They're not working probably every week, no.
Yeah.
But that belt's on the line every time they have a function.
They work in no, because they've been sometimes.
And he's had some tag team
matches. Yeah. So, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like when people sit back and talk shit.
When it calls to defend that belt,
flip the table.
Done it.
Randy, get the table. For that long, I don't have a problem with being champion. Derek official. Elevated signs. Randy just don't like New Japan. It got nothing to do with New Japan. Is fine. They fucking shit. They how they do shit. See, that's what I'm saying. When somebody speak against what y'all like, and that's the problem, then oh no, you just don't like it. I'm sorry, son. It's not my job to agree with every fucking thing y'all think. Okay? It's called I got my own fucking opinion in here. Because to me, I just don't like the fucking long title reign. I like to see belts grow and keep growing. I like to see new people getting over. That's one of my main reasons. Problem with Brock Lesnar, like you didn't stifle the title. Not only you not there, but the title didn't stifle. Like for that problem for that Universal title, where it's like not shit. Because you look at the fucking champions, Finn Balor, they gave it up. Kevin Owens, not really doing shit with it. Then you give it to Goldberg. Then Goldberg to Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar's been champion 434 or 5 days as of today and defended 6 times. That's a travesty.
And he's probably not going to defend it again until SummerSlam.
Exactly. Then you look at Okada. I'm like, he should have lost against Naito. He should have lost against Cody Rhodes. I don't have a problem with the nigga getting it back again. I'm just like, I want to see new people getting it. Now, you bring in Kenny Omega. New person getting it. That's fine. But I'm like, to me, you get a title to somebody when they white hot. Kenny Omega's not white hot no more. You remember the axis of his shit. When he was up here, when everybody wanted to happen, they said, no, not happening.
Yeah.
Give Okada 300 some more days. That's the time you do make it to happen. That's when you have the biggest impact.
That's true.
You think about it. Was this shit, and I want y'all to be true to yourselves. Was this shit as big an impact if you would have gave it to him, let's say the second match? You all know the answer is no.
See, now, me personally, I think after they had that epic first match, they probably shouldn't have had the next two. And he probably shouldn't have got this shot until right now again. See, and then if he comes back around and beats him,
but that's why I said,
then that makes more sense.
Even if, let's just say hypothetically, right?
It's because he wrestled him too many times and didn't win the belt.
You didn't see
that's
the match.
That's what it was.
You didn't see the match.
That's what rubs you the wrong way.
Fourth fucking time. It's like, who the fuck gives somebody the fourth fucking title reign?
Yeah.
And I'm like, now, it all depends. Like, if he drops that shit in what? 3 months? 2 months?
That's gonna suck.
And then what y'all gonna say then?
It's gonna suck, man, if he does. He should be able to hold that belt in the Wrestle Kingdom,
this is the problem. What I notice with fans when it comes to New Japan, because they go so fucking hard for it, and then when they make mistakes, they cover them up. They ain't gonna say nothing about it. Oh.
Well, everybody does that for their favorite stuff.
Bullshit.
No, Randy.
No,
that's
bullshit.
the truth.
No bullshit. If people like
people
like WWE, but they quick to point out when they fuck up. You know it.
Everybody has a driving force among their own stuff that they like.
New Japan gets a pass on shit.
Think about it, Randy.
New Japan gets a pass.
Think about it, Randy.
Because you know why? Because you got all these motherfuckers trying to be counterculture because they want to be different. Because they like, okay, you like WWE, I'm going to be different, and I'm going to like New Japan because New Japan is better than WWE. I'm like, at the end of the day, you got an old motherfucker somewhere booking this shit because, hey, Okada being champion was an old motherfucker booking that shit. What was it?
What I'm saying is this, though.
Book her name.
Eventually, Roman Reigns is going to have to defeat Brock Lesnar for that title.
And see,
and that's going to be the same. But that's going to be the same exact situation.
I'm saying
losing 3 straight.
No, it was more than that.
It's 3.
It's more than that.
The first WrestleMania, the second WrestleMania, the greatest Royal Rumble, and now the 4th time. I'm talking about one-on-one conversations. If he wins it on that 4th one, it's going to be the same thing.
It all goes in the wash, son. You got to count them other matches too. That's him losing. Him a part of the match. That's another L. That's like Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman got 2 L's against Brock Lesnar, and now he's getting socked in the fucking jaw.
Yeah, I don't think.
That's what I'm saying. You count that shit.
They're gonna have to put Lashley over him just to get the belt away from him for the other guys to get a shot.
To me, the whole Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns shit been passed.
No, it's over. But watch. And WWE's gonna do that though. They're gonna do the same thing. I don't know why
they keep doing that shit to Roman Reigns.
They're gonna do the same thing.
And see, this the thing about, like, you got these New Japan fans, and they sit there and say, "Oh man, they pushing Roman Reigns to the moon." What the fuck do you think they just did with Okada? See, that's where you got caught hypocrisy. What do you think? And the thing people crying about is, last time I checked, Roman Reigns ain't got a belt. Roman Reigns ain't been heavyweight champion in how many years?
Been 2 years, right?
It's been over 2 years. That's what I'm saying. Like, they crying about, oh, Roman Reigns. You crying about a motherfucker that's not even champion.
I didn't know people were still crying about it.
They still cry about that shit. You look at the fucking site. Anytime there's a Roman Reigns, oh, Roman Reigns suck. How he suck? He can't wrestle. Have you watched one of his fucking matches?
I don't see people really going after Roman like that anymore.
Then I guess you don't read.
I mean, I see some of it, but some of it is
they use that crutch. Oh, Roman Reigns. Here, let's see. Let's go over here.
Shoot some of the comments out.
Yeah, let's see. They're killing Lashley. Kyle Mack. Hey, I got a question.
Yeah, they are killing Lashley.
Those videos are YouTube or videos exposing wrestling. What's your thoughts on that? It's stupid.
I haven't seen it.
Oh shit. I gotta get the fucking plug.
What the hell?
Oh shit. Fucking the chart. Ah!
Shit, let me see if I can get it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh yeah, okay. Randy slapped Chuck with a white glove for what? VJ2K, what's up, fellas? How you doing? Let's see.
That shit.
Yeah, all the old comments are gone now. They died on your thing. Let's see.
Okay.
Official comment, hey Chuck, you look sexy. We don't do that around here, fella. we don't do that kind of talk around here, fella.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Let's see. Chuck with the clean shave. Yeah, I had a job interview on Friday. You got to cut your facial hair. You're trying to get a job.
I told you everybody get on you about that fucking cleaning up.
I'm trying to get a job, brother. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm trying to get a job. Shit. Hey man, you got a job.
Shit.
Hey Tony, thanks.
I'm still looking rugged.
Gargano Ciampa feud. When's it gonna end?
Yeah.
Like when's it gonna end with them? You know?
That shit's crazy.
Okay, so we talked about Rich Swann's tore up hairstyle, like that Coolio stuff.
I don't even want to talk about that.
And then let's see, Eli Drake's contract is up with TNA soon.
Hopefully.
But if you're talking about, but why are you saying hopefully if TNA's great and they're trying to get back on their feet?
Because
wouldn't you want Eli Drake to stay there?
Because they're showing that they passed him. You know.
Jeff Hardy, pinched nerve, numbness in the fingers. That's why he's been off TV.
Jeff Hardy been fucked up his whole career. What's new?
Let's see. Ciampa is the best heel of this generation, no doubt.
He's damn good.
No, he's been a good heel.
He's been an exceptional heel. Like that dude don't get enough credit as he should. Like
Derek Official, who's your pick to win the Money in the Bank this year?
My choice is Rusev for fucking The Miz.
That's a tough one, dude. I couldn't tell you.
Because you sit here, if you do Braun Strowman, it's a waste of your fucking shit.
Official Kyle Mack, do you write anything on that paper? Yeah, actually, I write down what we're going to talk about at the beginning before we start the show.
See, I'm more of the freelance. I might bring some shit up. Chuck try to be the more organized.
Malcolm DA2 agrees with you. He says long title reigns makes the roster look weak.
It do. Because it's like, you think about it. He beat Omega toughly in that first match. Then you get the second match, Omega couldn't get the job done. Then you get a shorter match, so you tell me in a shorter match, Omega could beat him. They had a long match, he couldn't beat him, but in a shorter match, he could beat him. It makes no fucking sense logically. Then you got the fourth fucking match. It just, to me, when you have 700 days, that everybody, all the top contenders that came through that company, Okada done went through.
VJ2K, I want Rude to win. Man, Robert Roode's been getting jobbed out, man.
It's over for him.
I hate that, bro. I hate that Robert Roode's getting jobbed out like that.
Bobby Roode, he needs to go back heel.
I wouldn't have a problem with him winning it either.
This fake bullshit, I do.
Let's see.
I'm sorry, put him to the side. We need somebody that can carry it.
Official Kyle Mack, Chuck, do you believe Punk is being stubborn? About wrestling, probably. Brandon, what is a future feud you guys want to see in the WWE? It's kind of tough, man, because WWE could put some good feuds together, but they don't do them right. So, like, you know, if you get a good feud, like, I don't know, Seth Rollins versus Finn Balor, they'll find a way to mess it up.
Oh, my God. Jesus Christ. I got to say something about that.
They'll find a way to mess it up.
Seth Rollins is good, but my God. The people fucking sucking his piece now. It's getting ridiculous. It's getting to ridiculous fucking level.
LVR, DGL, like, Izzy.
It's real fucking ridiculous.
Turn Rude heel. Yep, he needs to be a heel.
It's getting ridiculous. Like, everybody talk, oh my God, Seth Rollins is the greatest. I'm like, it's about fucking time. Because, I mean, motherfucker was talking about, this motherfucker was this way for so fucking long. I'm like, God damn, it's like, Jesus Christ, the fucking suckery where fucking with motherfucking Seth Rollins.
Seth Rollins is good though, Randy.
Nobody's saying he's not.
He's good, man.
But goddamn,
he really is good, man.
But shit, it's just like anything.
It was just seeing if he could be healthy, if he could withstand the push. So far, he's doing a good job.
So he's better than everybody there.
Right now, he's pretty up there, man.
Because
you look at it. Well, see, it's hard for me to say that. I can't go in there and say, hey, he's better than this guy and better than this guy because
that's what all motherfuckers doing.
What I'm saying is he's getting the push right now, so he's making the most of his push, yes. But until he like reaches that pinnacle of winning that belt, I mean, you know, he's a good Intercontinental champion. I'll put it to him like that. Let's see, Jay Gautier. Can we talk about Kiera Hogan? She's good. She's hot.
Hey, she follows the page.
Yeah, she's hot, man.
She follows our page. If you want to send her a shout out.
Jose, Randy don't like Seth either. You can always tell who he don't like. Let's see.
Okay, so
GQ Greg.
Okay,
he is the best in Raw.
No, hold on.
Right now,
Hold on. Fucking the mailman wanted to say something, right? So,
man, hopefully it'll be two of us soon, bro.
You done? Okay. Yeah.
Coming to America.
Now you got the fucking mailman want to come on here, but it's okay for you to trash. I guess because it's fashionable, because that's what the masses are doing, trashing Roman Reigns or how people trash the Miz, and that's why I said you think about it. Like them two, for example. You see they shit improve. Do anybody say anything? Do anybody give credit? No. They get on there and talk shit.
Yeah.
Cause I mean shit. You think about it. It's just like how the Miz, like how Seth Rollins, the Miz couldn't wipe my boots or lace my boots. Last time that match at that fucking pay-per-view, that horrible pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Son, it looked like he could lace your boots. And kept up with your ass.
Long Live Dab says Rollins should drop the belt to Elias.
The who?
Rollins should drop the belt to Elias.
Yeah. See, and that's what I'm saying. See, I like progression, fella. See, this is the thing people don't understand. It's not that I just dislike people. I like to see progression. I like to see people progress.
She got that Georgia peach. Jay Gautier.
Yeah.
Hey.
She's nice.
VJ2K is asking.
And I don't know if they using her properly over in fucking TNA. To me, she should have been champion, or fucking you got Tessa Blanchard. I'm like,
Tessa Blanchard is damn good.
You got two of them, a couple of hottest independent women, and I'm like, you're not using them properly. I'm like, you still trying to put over your people, like they still trying to put over Rich Swann's wife.
VJ2K, is Okada done after the tweet he posted? I didn't see a tweet he posted.
Yeah.
VJ2K, put up there what he said, bro, so we can talk about it. See, Long Live Dab and go for Lesnar for the Universal title. I guess he's saying it's time for him to go. Official Kyle Mack, hey guys, I have to ask, name your favorite people on Instagram, no dodging. Favorite people?
What do you mean, wrestlers? You talking about fans?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't follow very many people.
That's an open-ended question.
I follow the family. That's it.
I said no. I'm gonna say with our fans, we usually call them out on here. Kyle Mack, we called you. Clips 1, 2, 3.
Roman was good.
Gautier be saying some funny stuff.
I never had a problem with the Miz.
What's that? Joel's made. That's why I said on here, we usually say like during the show, like motherfuckers that make us laugh, like oh yeah, fucking the baseball news.
Official Kyle Mack, thoughts on Shibata versus Benoit if it was possible. We talked about that before, fella.
What?
If Shibata and Benoit was able to wrestle each other. But we already talked about that a few shows back. I remember that. Let's see, Jay Gautier, her face weirds me out. Tessa's face, yeah, she got that Batman jaw, but that's business though. Travelino, thumbs up, how you doing? Malcolm D82, Tessa looks a lot like her dad, but hey, from the neck down, she's not bad, dude. You see why Ricochet was hitting them sunset splashes. Let's see. VJ2K.
630.
VJ2K put up there, he says that Okada tweeted out, thanks IWGP and thanks to the fans. Could he be heading out?
Probably not.
Hey, that could be why he drops the belt, because they would probably never drop it otherwise.
Shit. They fucking, New Japan already said they giving him what they got over there, yen or whatever the fuck. They're going to fucking give him the fucking house, like a couple of houses. Like, they're not going to, trust and believe, you can bet your ass. They're not going to put all that 700 and shit they invested in that motherfucker.
Yeah.
They're not going to let that motherfucker walk out the door like that. No. Yeah. That shit is not going to happen. They wouldn't invest. If they would have got any sense, you think about it. Like, you look at, case in point, Nakamura. They knew, I think Nakamura told them he wanted to go. He didn't make no secret, because you see, at his height, in the last few years, what they put? That Intercontinental title on him.
Yeah.
And that was it.
See, Jay Gautier, did you guys hear Taz's top 13 list? How out of touch is he? How I guess he's saying out of touch. I haven't seen it, so I don't know, brother. Elevated Science, so Okada can go to WWE so they can fuck him over. Man, if that ain't the truth.
Hey, I'm looking at this.
I'm thinking someone's got to have an idea to build up another wrestling force. Now would be the time to do it, man, where there's so much talent in the world out there.
As I'm on the web right now, with Ric Flair, I guess he knows this shit. According to Ric Flair, Ronda versus Charlotte will have to happen by next year's WrestleMania, because only Ronda Rousey only signed a 1-year deal with the WWE.
Oh, really? Yeah, well, that makes sense. After 1 year, then let's go.
I think she probably wanted to see how she do. But see, if I'm the WWE, I'm sorry, bitch. Get to work.
Jose, I want to see Randy dab like the Chicago Bull on his shirt. VJ2K, Will Ospreay is a damn good wrestler. You're definitely right about that. Let's see, Jay Gautier, he could be Kato again.
Who fucking Okada and fucking that was fucking horrible. Fucking he was in TNA.
Yeah.
Like how the fuck they didn't have TNA
actually has some really great.
They had a lot of. You think about it, they had Mickey James. They had CM Punk.
But see, do you see what you're saying, Randy? But do you see what you're saying? And that's why I can't give them no. I can't give them no.
Look. I be a hard critic of Jeff Jarrett, and he follows us, the WWE Hall of Famer, and that's one of them times like Jarrett let them people slip through his fingers. Jarrett did some good.
Read minds.
He did good. He did good over there, but he did a lot of bad. Like especially when he started bringing in the mainstay wrestlers, like. Instead of him putting his wrestlers over them and then letting them get back later. See, but that's what I'm saying. See, that's my problem with wrestling. Like, you see the new people, you let the new people come up. Think about it. Case in point. AJ Styles, right? You got him over there. It's time for him to drop that belt. He should have been dropped that belt to fucking Nakamura.
Yeah.
But they still got him with it. And then you know what you do? You have Nakamura get the belt, and then you have Rusev or The Miz win the briefcase, and then he dropped the belt.
Malcolm D82, how do you feel about Authors of Pain and Sanity not being used? Ridiculous.
It's past ridiculous. This is the dumbest shit ever. What the fuck you even gonna fucking bring him up for?
They
you could have left him down in NXT.
They had great matches in NXT, and now you're not using them at all.
What the fuck you gonna bring them up there for? It makes no logical sense.
Why would you even tease them? And then, especially on Raw, you know, like you got the Authors of Pain who can easily bulldoze through Raw's talent pool right now.
But see, now with this Ronda Rousey shit got me thinking. And she going in the Hall of Fame.
Let's see.
And now she only got a year contract. Is they gonna try to accelerate all this shit?
Honors 1-4-1-8.
Because you cannot have her going through motherfuckers like that. I'm sorry. At the end of the day, it's like this. If Ronda Rousey would have had a 2-3 year contract, then I can see that shit. If she going for like year to year to see how this shit is, and you gonna have her barns from everybody, then this bitch can walk out the door next year. If
Nia Jax just lays down and flops on the mat for Ronda to win that belt, I'm gonna be upset.
I'm sorry. Like see shit like that, I don't like, man.
Honors 1-4-1-8 ITTI. Kaz versus Daniel Bryan sucks. Do you agree? I mean, yeah, it's probably not your most ideal matchup.
I guess they trying to help out Kaz, but.
Let's see.
Somebody in the back. Somebody don't like Kaz.
Long live Dab. Who do you think is gonna win between AJ and Nakamura? It should be Nakamura.
Because I mean, you think about that. Case in point, another series. Think about it. It's another series. You had AJ beat him, and then what? You had the Greatest Royal Rumble. It's like it's getting tired.
I feel bad for this is Derek's official. I feel bad for Sami Zayn. Think of it this way. He has yet to win a title on the main roster, but people like Kalisto, Jinder Mahal, etc. won titles before him. But see, you know what the problem with that is, Derek Official? Sami Zayn can't stay healthy. So, like...
He's been healthy?
He has been healthy, but...
He's been healthy for a while.
For some reason, I don't know what it is with Sami Zayn. He really can't get an opportunity, and that's weird, because he can wrestle.
I'm going to tell you the truth.
And I was telling him.
I'm going to tell you the truth.
Him versus Bobby Lashley, it's going to be a sleeper match at Money in the Bank. It's going to be good.
Yeah. But see, you know what they all got through in common? They ain't got no personality. None of them. That's what it is.
Bring back Mr. Hughes.
Kalisto could work, and I didn't like, and you remember, we talked about this on the show, him beating Del Rio for them U.S. titles, I couldn't stand that shit.
I hope you guys have great lives. Be healthy, guys.
Who's that?
Kyle Mack.
Oh.
What are you talking about? Hope you guys have great lives. Be healthy, guys. What are you talking about, Kyle Mack? GG Greg. Sanity should be after Wyatt and Hardy. Elevated Science, I want her to go back to the UFC so she can get dog walked. You talking about Ronda.
She ain't going back. Shit, she got her ass out of there. She knew. She knew she was done. That's why I was telling this dude. I remember we talked about this shit on the show. I said, dude, she's done. I said, she pretty much already got that WWE contract signed. Like, she didn't want no more of that. That Holly Holm shit, you think about it, that shit destroyed her. She went MIA for a year. For a year.
VJ2K, I think Authors of Pain is going to come back and get involved in Money in the Bank because I don't think they're really going to have a full match with the B team for the titles. Well, the B team's going to be challenging Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt for the titles.
And you look at that, the B team's over right now, thanks to the Miz.
Let's see.
They're gonna need the Miz when the Miz finally hangs it up, and how he teaching people and helping people out. Like that dude he has a gift.
Let's see.
And I think they've really been sleeping on his gift for a long time.
LVRDGLXZZY. Do you think Shawn Michaels has one more match? No, he's retired.
No, but he's been talking about
he ain't gonna have no more matches. Malcolm D82, I feel bad for Ascension. Don't feel bad for them. They had their opportunity. They didn't live up to expectations.
But you know, with that Shawn Michaels shit, they touched that. You know what I would like to see if he did come back? Like him and Ciampa been talking shit. If he come back, I would like him for NXT.
What, Shawn Michaels in NXT?
Yeah. He a trainer down there.
No match for him.
No, if he do come back, and I'm picturing from what he looked like, even at 52, you can tell he ain't stopped working out. So that means he ain't stopped wrestling, he ain't stopped none of that shit. Hey, if Ricky Dragon Steamboat can tear a fucking house down at 50 plus, I think Shawn Michaels will do it. And to me, that would be the greatest use for him. You sit him down to NXT, put him against Ciampa, shit. First off, that match will look totally different. And you know how many eyes you have on that shit? For NXT? With fucking Shawn Michaels being down there? What?
Official call, Mac. Chuck, why do you feel the turn on Prick Lesnar? Because I didn't like the way he did Jinder Mahal. All he said, he's talking about our weight. We got to be healthier. Working on it, Kyle Mack. Let's see. Elevated Science. HBK versus Marty Jannetty one more time.
Shit, Marty Jannetty look like he need a hip operation. I think he's doing one of them shit.
Marty Jannetty be partying hard.
See, that shit, that's what deteriorating his body.
Man, that party hard.
That talking about fucking his
getting
daughter.
Older, bro. That changes stuff.
Fucking his daughter, fucking sick fuck.
Who?
You remember we covered that Marty Jannetty story?
That wasn't his blood daughter.
You think he was his goddamn daughter?
I don't. Oh, I can't. This shit's turning into Black Mass. Stevie, you let her suck your dick. She calls you daddy.
This shit's horrible. At the end of the... Let's see. I got another story. Let's see.
Good, I like you guys, and I want you to live long. I appreciate it, Kyle Mack, but you know, some of us have beliefs in different stuff. We don't control our mortality, fella. Let's see. Elevated Science, how was the Jazz Festival? It was really good, Jose. You gotta come next year, bro.
It was a lot of candy.
It's tough when you bring...
Hey, I'll say it for him. When you bring sand to the beach, you can't bring sand to the beach, son.
Let's see.
You can't.
VJ2K, thoughts on the New Day versus Bullet Club at E3 and Street Fighter?
Oh, yeah. Omega said he bringing the club with him.
That would be kind of cool.
Because they having a Street Fighter.
That's cool, man.
But see, that's the thing about it. Like, I give them credit because you can tell Xavier Woods and Omega's pretty good friends.
Yeah.
Because they do a lot of that gaming shit. They got that gaming connection, and they don't let the companies sit there and stop shit.
Jose, I see Randy got a little darker, had that Hollywood Bowl tan. He didn't get there till the sun started going down.
The sun.
And we was in a shady spot anyway.
Fella, do you realize the sun goes down there around 8 o'clock?
You know what I'm saying, Randy. Let's see, Jay Gautier, I love bacon.
Oh, shit, I think that's everybody other than vegetarian.
Yeah. See, Kyle Mack, thoughts on Kenta Kobashi. Man, Kobashi, to me, was one of the best champions of any wrestling in any world. And to this day, his theme music, Grand Sword, that should still get you going right now.
He the one died in the ring, right?
No, Mitsuharu Misawa passed away in the ring. Kenta Kobashi actually beat cancer twice. He's one of the greatest All Japan champions of all time, dude. I love that guy. He's definitely in the top 10 for me. Elevated Science never brings sand to the beach. I hear that all the time. Official Kyle Mack, Kenta Kobashi versus Walter in a chopping match. I've never heard of that. I don't know. Walter.
Who?
Walter.
Oh, he big dude that be like a shit. I want to say PC.
One of my favorite.
PCW. Independent. He was the same place where him and Keith Lee, who was a part of NXT that haven't came up.
One of my favorite matches is Kobashi versus Hansen.
He a big dude. He kind of
looked like
a younger Killer Kowalski, but like like solid.
Yeah.
Yeah, he a tough dude. That Wall Street cat. You gotta check him out.
Man, I'm telling you, Kobashi had some matches, bro. Him versus Vader. Like, okay, you remember Sega Dreamcast, right?
Yes, I remember that.
Okay, did you ever play Giant Graham 2000 for that?
No, I didn't.
Oh my goodness. When you get a chance, you can look at it on YouTube. It was an All Japan game, right? And I remember my friend Jason had it. And like, you would win, when you would win certain matches, they would give you the live clips of the match, of what the match was. And like, I mean, to us now, it's whatever. In the year 2000, that was big, bro. Mm-hmm. So like, you in that match where fucking Kobashi's going against Vader, and Vader's beating his ass like nobody's business. And he fucking comes back. Or when fucking Austin, the best thing I ever saw was, I'm gonna stop after this, but the best thing I ever saw was Stan Hansen versus Ken Kobashi, where fucking, for some reason, Hansen put him up on the turnbuckle facing out. And he got on the apron, and fucking Kobashi was trying to hit him, and fucking Stan Hansen just grabbed his hand and started bopping him, and then he just clotheslined his ass off the top. Like, one of the best things I ever saw, bro. That's why fucking Kobashi, Hansen, Akiyama, Masawa, Taue, fucking, even the Giant Baba in the early days, Bruiser Brody. When you watch those matches even today, bro, you mark the fuck out. Because they beat the fuck out of each other. Kobashi was that dude, man. Like, really, he retired I want to say like maybe about 5 years ago, because Kenta was in his final match. And it's sad what he turned into in WWE. But he was one of the three, because it was a triple threat match.
That dude was a flop.
It was Kobashi.
Got face facts.
It was Kensuke Sasaki, the Great Muta, like all the old great guys against fucking Kenta, fucking, I want to say Tanahashi. I can't remember the other guy. And that was his retirement match. And it was good, man. Like, they did him justice. He couldn't barely do anything anymore, but even to this day, bro, his fucking theme music will get you off your feet, bro.
You see fucking Muta had to get both of their knees replaced. That shit.
Man.
They got some ugly. Maybe the doctors, they supposed to be smarter than us over in Japan. Like, are they be cutting motherfuckers? Like,
I didn't know that. VJ2K. Adam Cole's gonna defend the North American title at Evolve.
Hey, I didn't see that.
Man.
But they do have a working relationship with him, so it gotta make sense. You know, I give Triple H shit. I give him credit, like doing the whole thing. Hopefully they get that union, the UK shit started. They got the tournament that's going on right now.
Let's see.
But they get that shit started. It would be cool to see the wrestling over in the UK, because that shit's pretty much been on fire the last couple of years.
Official Kyle Mack, Randy, what do you think Punk could do to change your perception about him?
What you mean, like good or bad, or?
Well, I think he knows that you keep him in high regard.
No, I mean, I just don't want to see, and hey, see, people get lost in the sauce sometimes, where I'm so pro Chicago. I didn't talk shit about Chicagoans. I didn't talk shit. Like Jennifer Hudson, bitch was a whore. How she tried to do a fellow Chicagoan no tongue. You got motherfucking Donna McMahon. McMahon's from Chicago. I don't have no respect for that cocksucker. It's a lot of motherfuckers, like, all because I'm from Chicago and we back Chicago. Lex Luger's not from Chicago, first of all. But secondly, no, I'm
clear it up.
No,
clear it up.
You goddamn right I have to clear it up. They said Chicago. I'm like, that's bullshit. But either that. The point what I'm trying to say is this: I do go against Chicagoans, because I mean I just don't follow. Hey, I back my city. You know, I back our people. But hey, if you fucking foul or something like that, no. It's to a certain extent. And I know you gonna get Jose fucking come on with some dumb shit, because that's what he do.
Let's see. Malcolm D82, y'all are getting me through this overnight shift. I do security, and it can be boring things, guys. Oh man, bro, I did security for 10 years. Worked overnight, 16 hours. There was a time, because we worked at a hospital, there was times, bro, where I had to sit and watch the same person for 16 hours the whole time, from evening shift to overnight. So I know exactly what you're going through, brother. Hang in there, man. Let's see. Official Kyle Mack. Breaking news: Punk was deleted. Deleted from what? Let's see. Official Kyle Mack. If you guys could put Benoit in a Japanese wrestling promotion, what would it be? Well, Kyle Mack, he wrestled in New Japan for a very long time, and he had legendary matches with Shinjiro Otani, which to me was his greatest opponent.
Because what was
and if you look, if you get a chance,
Pegasus Kid, right?
He was Wild Pegasus when he got older. Pegasus Kid when he wore the mask. Yeah. Actually, there's a match out there. Chris Benoit versus Owen Hart, New Japan, where they both had masks on. That match, if you can find it and the video quality's horrible, watch that match. You probably can find it on YouTube. Yeah, Benoit, I think, would have won the New Japan Heavyweight title had he stayed over there full time. Let's see. A1 Miguel 1 of WWE versus New Japan would happen. Who would be dominant? Whoever had the most money to book the matches. Let's see. Elevated Science. Randy likes the WNBA team in Chicago Sky. Malcolm D82, 3 years for you. Yeah, bro, I did it for 10 years, but 7 of them years was working for the county, working for the government, so it was actually a really, really good job, differential pay and all that stuff. Private security, I was only able to hang in there like 2 years, bro. It was rough, because private security, as you know, is very rough. They don't do your paychecks right, your hours right, your relief ain't never on time. Trust me, brother, I know what you're going through, man. Let's see. Rosca David, Randy and Chuck. Do you know Trish Stratus is the Nadia Comanche of women's wrestling?
I think Comanche.
Oh, yeah. Comanche.
I think he likes Nadia Comanche.
Who is she?
I think she was a gymnast.
Official Comac says he was deleted in UFC, so he must not be on their stuff anymore.
Yeah, I mean, but you know, if you lose over there, you lose, what, 2 or 3 in a row? They fire you, so that's not a surprise.
Long live Dab. Who do you think should win the women's Money in the Bank? That's a tough one, bro. I don't know. I would like to see Ember Moon win.
But I don't think they're gonna give it to her. Yeah. So who the fuck else? They're gonna put that shit like on fucking Becky Lynch or some shit you don't care about. Like
Official Kyle Mag, why didn't Kobashi work full time for New Japan? Because he was All Japan. Back then it was those two worlds. All Japan, New Japan. And the All Japan wrestlers, they were not going to New Japan. They just weren't. And when All Japan folded, they all started that pro wrestling.
Is it still open?
Well, I don't know if it's a variation of it, but it's not the old school Giant Baba and his wife promotion.
Yeah, because they both dead. That was dead now.
Yeah, that was the major. To me, All Japan was the major one, but New Japan. I remember we used to talk about this back in the '90s. WCW was All Japan, and New Japan was WWE over there, and that's why you see those two are still around. WCW's gone, All Japan's gone, and New Japan and WWE because they were the popular ones. Well, All Japan, bro, I'm sorry, bro, in the '80s. Early 90s, fire, bro. But you had to watch both promotions. They was both good.
Because the All Japan was the Triple Crown. That's where
Triple Crown and 3 belts.
That's where Vader worked, right?
Yep.
But he worked New Japan too, right?
I think he did some New Japan, but he's known for All Japan. That was when, I'm sorry, bro. Vader versus Mitsuharu Misawa. Remember we saw that shit where Vader was hitting all them combos? That and we were like, what the fuck is he doing? And then he did that soft ass power bomb on the ground.
Well, he wasn't trying to fucking fully kill the motherfucker.
I know, but it was Japan, bro. Everybody's looking like, wait a minute, you just hit all these combos and shit, and then you did that soft ass
power move.
Hey, and I give him a lot of credit. Misawa is like, he was more than half smaller than him, and Vader went to go fucking take that fucking German suplex, and you see Vader go. And he took it, bro. That's why he should be in the Hall of Fame. Real shit, man.
You think about it, Vader was what, a 2 or 3 time WCW champion. That All Japan. Man. You gotta look it up. Vader got stats. Like for him not to be in there, for some of the people that went ahead of him. And see, that's like with the Ronda Rousey shit where I got a problem with. It's not that she goes in. It's a problem that she getting put ahead of. There's probably some other people that should be in there.
VJ2K, Rey Mysterio's mask at Dominion was dope.
His whole fucking, he had the little New Japan type shit.
And I see that you put up there too that his son Dominic's going to start working with Lance Storm.
Yeah.
That's good. That's great.
Yeah.
Lance Storm can train you, boy. Let's see.
Storm, he was a good wrestler. He was just another wrestler without a personality, you know?
But he can wrestle, dude. Yeah, he can move, man.
Shit, because you think about it, Storm had a good career.
Official
you think about this shit? ECW, Impact players were just incredible. You got fucking WCW. He was what, U.S. champion or Canadian champion, TV champion, tag champion. I'm like, that dude should be.
He got Hall of Fame stats.
Yeah. I'm like, you gotta give him credit. Like, and then now he became a fucking really good trainer because a lot of people, Tyler Breeze, fucking Oh, it's a lot of more.
It's sad because Tyler Breeze and Fandango both. They have a lot of talent, bro, but they're stuck in this comic relief gimmick.
They stuck it. That's the only way they're gonna get on there because you think about it, you got motherfuckers that got superior skills and fucking superior personality.
Official Kyle Mack, how do you perceive professional wrestling? I believe it to be serious, not entertaining. I'm really an old school guy. But you have to remember, Kyle Mack, as old school is old school, everyone always knew it was a work. I mean, you know it's a work because these guys get up and they do it every night. It's more important to me how well they put on a show and how well they get the message over. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's cool, but as you grow up, and I mean, we're all going through it. As you get older, you're looking at it for different reasons. When you're a child, you know, you really think Hogan versus Andre was serious business. But as you get older and you have children of your own, you're looking at it now to see how well they can convince the younger generation how serious it is. But you yourself know it's a work. And then let's see. VJ2K, Lance Storm was a technical mastermind. And let me tell you something, VJ2K. Technical wrestling is a dying art in this business. Being able to chain wrestle, being able to go hold to hold, spot for spot, not just the flashy shit, but starting at a headlock and ending in a double clothesline or something like that. Like, technical wrestling really is a dying sport. It's a dying art form of professional wrestling, bro. And like all the technical wrestlers in the past, they were money, bro.
And see, the thing about this is, like, when you talk about technical, people look back at ECW and they just remember the retarded shit.
They had some of the
best technical wrestling over there.
Sure did.
A lot of their matches was technical. A lot of that fucking hardcore shit, you seen it, they had it, but it wasn't as frequent as you think it was. They might did some hardcore shit like once a month, or whenever they let bum-ass New Jack fuck come in there. That dude's a piece of trash.
Bro, you want to talk about technical wrestling? Rob Van Dam versus Jerry Lynn. Nothing. Enough said.
Yeah, you can say fucking, what was that? Shit, Malenko? Was it Malenko and Guerrero?
Shit, Malenko, Benoit,
you can fucking go over there like all them motherfuckers. People forget, like, a lot of people went through ECW.
Yeah.
A lot of people you talk about that back then was legends went through ECW. Hell, you know, it was bad. Shit, Stone Cold went through ECW before he came to the WWE. When he got fired by Bischoff, which was funny. I don't know if you seen that shit. Fucking Bret Hart was talking shit about Bischoff, and he never had an original idea. And I'm like, damn, Bret Hart's throwing out that truth.
Malcolm D82. How do y'all feel about Lars getting a title shot? Lars Sullivan's getting a title shot?
Yeah, he going against Tommy End or fucking Aleister Black.
You're gonna have to lose that.
I got no problem. The dude, listen, Sullivan showed me something in that goddamn ladder match that I didn't know he possessed. Where I feel better that he's getting a title shot than I would have felt if he wasn't in that match and I saw what I saw.
Let's see.
That's just being honest.
Malcolm D82, I think Velveteen Dream or Ricochet is gonna steal the show.
Oh, they're gonna tear the fucking house down.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, they might do some stupid shit and put them on first. I think that'll be stupid.
Yeah.
You let them be like a middle shit or next to the main event. I'm like, you let them show, hey, you can push that Tommy End match down some, or you can have it the main event, and I'll have that match right before that one because
Randy looking like Carlos Boozer. You already know who said that.
Who, Jose? I ain't got no fucking shoe polish in my fucking beard. Shit, I ain't got no shoe polish in my beard. All this is natural, son.
Official Comeback, thoughts on Noah and All Japan in their golden years, which was better? All Japan. That's an easy one. Noah was only a spin-off because of management issues, but All Japan will always be the best. That Triple Crown title, that was the title. We got to wrap this up, Joe.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I got all the questions and comments out the way. You want to throw a kitchen bitch or?
Shit. Other than we got this report that WWE preparing to offer Omega them full money. And if you're Kenny Omega, I'm sorry. You have to sit here and think it's time for you to go. Because now you done got that title. It's time. Because I don't want to hear I'm the best, and you don't come to the biggest the biggest show.
Hey, the Young Bucks actually have the real tag team titles now.
Yeah, now they won them.
Yeah, they don't have the juniors no more. Yeah. Now they got the legit IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team.
It was everybody was getting titles that day.
Go home and watch the Late Show, Pops. Why don't you just go home? Test tube, baby. He's like, what's your name? Clint X? Clint X, huh? Yeah, I'm a Muslim. Well, go get me 2 bean pies and a pork chop sandwich. Robin Harris was money, bro.
Yeah, he was one of them. He died too soon.
Oh, man.
Good comedian. He died too motherfucking soon.
Let's see. He just got the title and now he needs to leave, huh?
Look at that.
That's what I'm saying. Getting on you again.
What?
No. Because Jose saying he just got the belt. Now you're saying he's got to leave.
Okay, look. What I'm saying with that is, you got a chance to make some real money. Because the only motherfucker, you people might not understand this, but they're not going to overpay Omega. The WWE is going to overpay Omega to get there.
You think so?
Yeah. Because they've been wanting him. Because you think about it. You think, be honest with yourself. You think New Japan is going to pay them, Omega, as much as they paying Okada?
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here. You'd be a damn fool to think that stupid shit. You got to go for the money. He's getting ladder up in his career where he's in his mid, I think he's, 36? Going on 37? It's money time. You done think about this, fella. You can officially say for him, he done did everything over there. As officially as now. You got to go for the money, man.
All right, let's get a couple of these. Ryan's Shit Pit. Talking of Young Bucks and Kenny Omega, I don't think Kenny Okada, I don't know. Oh, Kenny versus Okada was world class. Quite repetitive with the tombstones and false finishes near the end. And it says,
but see, that's why you got to sit there and think about it. That's the price of you having somebody have so many fucking matches in each other. You know? I mean, shit, it was like almost the same thing where back in the days, if you sit back and think about it, like, say, like Flair versus Steamboat, but a lot of the matches we didn't get to see. So it was like new to us.
Bride King, Big Cass should be more serious and not coming out smiling. I don't know what you can do for Big Cass, man.
I told you what to do. Dye his hair, give him some Kevin Nash pants.
SmackDown did the old school stuff this past week with the contract signing that was in the back, not in the ring. And then they did the old school interview out there on the stage. You know.
The Spotlight, you go on the Spotlight, which is a good site. They got a fucking CM Punk versus Corey Graves from December 2003.
So they do go back.
And Nia wants to be fed by Elias.
Yeah, I saw that.
I think Elias is giving her the piece.
Let's see.
He's giving her the guitar. Guitar.
Official Kyle Mack. Randy, what do you do for work? Just wonder.
Shit.
Elevated Science.
I work for the county of San Bernardino.
Elevated Science. Why would go to the WWE and get treated like shit? Omega must really love the sport and not the money. Ryan's Pit shit. It's true. They had like 50 prior.
Who said that?
Ryan Shit Pit.
No, was that Jose?
Yeah,
that?
you know.
God
that was Jose.
Listen, Mel, man. You full of shit with that. I'm sorry. People get in this business not only for the wrestling, for the money and the pussy it gets.
So
don't get lost in the sauce, son. He wants the money.
How you doing?
He wants the money, but he's another one of the motherfuckers want to be counterculture. You know, because they know so many of y'all sit there and fucking swallow up and take whatever they fucking say about, oh, I want to be different, long and deep.
Let's see. Bodega Meat says, do you think Enzo's going to end up in TNA? Probably. I saw that he's booked for House of Glory, so he's starting to work.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, if you TNA, you take advantage of this shit. Because the WWE, it's sooner or later, they're going to start cutting people. And you pick the right ones. If you're TNA, and it seemed like they got the right mix with Callis, we might not have known that the motherfucking Cyrus the Virus looked like he got strong connections with people. And if you use that shit correctly, you can get the right people to TNA. Because you can see a change. To me, with the only problem they got, you had a great belt design. That heavyweight champion belt they had before was a great design.
Official Kyle
Go
Mack.
redo it and just put Impact. That's it.
Has Universal Wrestling 5 been fucking with you guys? I don't even know who that is, bro.
No, that's the one that was copying our shit. He's been trying to get better. Me and him had a few talks. So they've been trying to get better with tagging. He still magically forgets from time to time, and then next thing you know, I see a tag or something like that.
Ryan Shitpit, Big Cass has potential. Reminds me of Edge going heel on Triple H 2001. Yeah, I can't mention Big Cass with Edge or Triple H. I can't do it.
I see Big Cass. I see Kevin Nash. I see Big Cass. I see Kevin Nash. They like if Kevin Nash had a son.
Triple H or
well, Kevin Nash got a son. He's just a bum. But nonetheless, Kevin Nash had a fucking son that wrestled. It's Big Cass.
GQ Greg, did y'all talk about that horrible Enzo song? Yeah, we had another show.
No, he came out. He had another one.
Oh no, I haven't even heard. I don't even care to hear it.
It's been on the page.
Elevated Science, he must be happy getting that slanted pussy.
No, you should have been talking about it because he fucking threw a shot at the WWE.
Oh, good for him.
Yeah, he sat there gave me my future. I don't need you to give my future endeavors and da. I'm still a fucking champ. There's some shit like that.
Y'all watch CM Punk get whooped. Yeah, we saw the fight, bro. Official comment.
I was at the Playboy.
Thoughts on Enzo calling Stallone? He couldn't wipe his ass. He called out Stallone.
God damn, do you look at the page?
I don't watch Enzo. I ain't gonna lie to you.
It's on the page. You should see.
Big Cass equals fake Diesel.
I told you, Kevin Nash.
Ryan's pitch shit. Listen to podcasts, etc. Young Bucks with Jericho's. They seem genuine about the business. Obviously about money to the degree. But if solely him and Omega will end up WWE, if so, I reckon Omega and the Young Bucks probably going to WWE.
They're gonna go because at the end of the day, you cannot call yourself the best and don't come to the #1 place.
Randy with the behind-the-scenes talks with the enemy. Elevated Science.
I just want to straighten some shit out. Because, I told him, I said, you can't have a page where you sitting there saying credit got to be given and you don't give fucking credit. That sounds pretty fucking hypocritical. So I had to call his ass out on that.
VJ2K, I think CM Punk is showing up at All In. Now it's looking more likely.
I think he was going to All In anyway. He sat there and said that shit, but it was already reports because he gonna want to help them dudes. Yeah. And you got to say this.
We got to finish this off.
Yeah, go ahead and finish this shit up. But you got to say, you talk shit about Cody Rhodes, and Cody Rhodes been hella successful. And I think you should give credit. We all got to fucking eat a shit burger today. Because I had to eat that Omega. See,
here's the problem with
I had to eat that Omega shit burger. You got to eat that Cody Rhodes shit burger.
Here's the problem with that, Randy.
How's the problem
Cody Rhodes has success, but to me, he's still an average wrestler. I don't see top tier wrestler when I look at him.
Nah, average, nah. I'm not gonna say he is.
I'm being honest. His wrestling is average to me.
I'm not gonna say
I don't see top tier wrestler when I see.
I'm not gonna say extra superior.
But you know what?
But he's not average. He's not average.
But you know what? I didn't see it with Drew McIntyre either until he came back, and I started watching the matches in NXT. It takes me some time, but right now I still haven't seen it. I mean, I'm just being real. I haven't seen it, man.
But see, your thing is.
Oh man, that's it for me, man.
I told you.
I gotta go to work.
I told you Drew McIntyre was on his way back up.
We got a job, man. Poetic Justice. Hey, man, we got a job. Tupac kicked him out of that mail truck.
Shit.
He's like, hey, man, we got a job. Chicago. Brushing that weak-ass fade. He was like, what do you do? I dress. That nigga had on a pink shirt and some tan fucking jeans. Hey, that's it, Wrestleheads, man. We out of here, man. 5,000.
You got one fucking fed. Oh, yeah, Malcolm, hold on. Let's see. Let me read this shit. How y'all feel about SmackDown going to NXT, going to Fox Sports? It's a good ass shit. That's gonna tell me motherfucking Raw is gonna be the B show. That to me officially.
NXT is going to Fox Sports.
Well, SmackDown NXT. NXT ain't official yet.
But it's gonna be.
They might. They might. You know. The main thing to me, the main thing is
Raw's gonna die.
No, the main thing is them putting SmackDown on regular Fox on Friday nights. That's a big thing. That's network TV. It ain't cable. Everybody can see that shit.
Yeah.
See, that's gonna be the crux to the shit. Randy should try to get Arizona Fruit Punch as a sponsor. It's the lemonade. That's Jose.
Lemon iced tea.
Yeah.
That shit's like a pound of shit.
Put up that lost episode. Yeah, I should. Well, let me see. I don't know. I might do that during the week because this is episode. Goddamn. This is episode 98 of Wrestleheads.
Almost to 100, huh?
We almost to a fucking 100. 100. This is episode 90. I wouldn't count it the other day. I said, fuck. Fucking what? 4 years back and shit, like, on the main fucking shit, and we almost got 100 fucking episodes. We almost like a goddamn, you think about it, and we missed months, and we been way over fucking 100.
We're almost going to be in syndication.
Shit. Let's see, podcast. Shit, I got to figure out how to fucking do that shit.
I don't know how to fucking do no
I would love to do a podcast, because I was like, shit, what would be cool is like we film this shit and do the podcast at the same time. Because it seemed like a lot of people, if they could get that shit down, where the only thing I could tell you to do is to kind of make your own podcast, is go to that shit. You can go to and download, copy and download the fucking shit, and you can put it in your ear. That's the closest thing to a podcast. That if you want to do that shit, save the episodes and shit like that. Because this been on, we $140 strong. And see, and shouts out to fucking Instagram for finally changing that shit after an hour and cutting the shit off and going 2+ hours.
Yeah,
so shouts out to them motherfuckers.
That's legit, man.
Yeah. So this shit should be up.
Yeah, we gotta wrap this.
In a little while, get drunk on 100. Pop bottles of champagne, cheap champagne.
Pop bottles of that Andre, homie.
But shit, what's next week? What, Money in the Bank?
Money in the Bank is next Sunday, man.
I don't know. I'm putting that lost episode together, and it's shit. You go see, Chuck got a ponytail. I was still smoking cigarettes. Well, we both were smoking cigarettes.
Bro, I didn't have no ponytail ever.
You had a fucking ponytail.
Never had a ponytail.
It looked like you was slicked back ponytail.
It could have been slicked back, but I ain't never had no ponytail. I
never had
hair
no ponytail. But yeah, I
ain't never had hair long enough.
I think I might do that Wednesday.
I'm gonna fucking laugh. It's been a long time since I've seen that.
Fucking official comeback later, hoes. But yeah, that could be episode 99. The fucking one that didn't.
The lost episode.
Yeah, the lost episode. And the 100 is Money in the Bank.
We gotta get some strippers up here shaking their ass.
Cloudy is that episode. It looks a little cloudy. I mean, shit. I think that was on my damn Thunderbolt. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, shit. That was like fucking 4 phones ago. Had that Joe Pesci from Twins.
Where it was all bald in the front.
Well, not Joe Pesci. Danny DeVito.
Danny DeVito.
Yeah.
Oh, hell no.
Fan feature special for 100 episodes. You know what would be cool? Shit, we need to get somebody here, because I wouldn't mind if we do that fucking people join in shit for the 100. Because the 100, that'd be the first time. It means something. Like 100 fucking shows, dude. That's fucking great. You know. That is really great. Like, after all this shit.
I gotta take 100 piss.
Yeah.
I'll take it easy.
Mailman, sit your ass down. Hey, we out. So, people remind me on the page, I'm gonna put the lost episode, would be episode 99 of fucking Wrestleheads, up probably Wednesday. I finished editing and putting that shit up. It might not be on the fucking page. You might have to go to the YouTube channel. I gotta figure out how to fucking, maybe I might put it up on fucking Instagram. Let y'all see that fucking lost ass episode. But nonetheless, check us out on fucking YouTube. The fucking page got all the fucking episodes. Get Crazy KC on the show. Fucking dumb. Hey, but good looking, enjoy the episode. See y'all motherfuckers next Sunday. That'll probably be our next live show. And then the lost episode be up on YouTube probably Wednesday or Thursday. I'll see. Whichever day I'm not fucking super busy. And this episode should be up in an hour or two. So, y'all have a good night. Catch y'all soon. Out.